All right, now at this point we're in section 5.4. Again, we'll start with a lot of new formulas here. So as you see, the formulas are like product to sum. So in the left side, again, all these formulas are coming from the formulas we had in section 5.2. Okay? Because, you know, as we are extremely interested to know how you get this formula, okay? Because as I said, no new formula from the previous ones. Let me give you a little clue from one of those so that you will know exactly how these formulas are coming into the picture. Let us look at the first one. Probably you will get little clue from there. Let's say remember the formula from section 5.2. Let me write two formulas from section 5.2. Remember there was a formula for cosine alpha plus beta, right? So what is the formula there? It's cosine alpha, cosine beta minus sine alpha times sine beta. And there was another formula. I'm just writing it from section 5.2. Okay. Another formula was cosine alpha minus beta. We had the same formula, but just the sign was different. Like cosine alpha times cosine beta plus sine alpha times sine beta. Okay, now, what happens, look at this, if you add these two, we are just adding to the formulas. Now, when you are adding to formulas, it's just like you are adding to expression. So whatever you have in the left side, that will be in the left side. Whatever you have in the right side in the both expression, you will add it, right? So we are adding, okay? When we add, what do you get? In the left side, you get cosine alpha plus beta plus cosine alpha minus beta, right? You're adding these two. In the right side, you'll be adding all of these four. But what happens? Look at this. These two get cancelled, right? Because they are same term, but with that positive and negative sign. They are getting cancelled because they are same, but the sign is different. So you are basically adding these two, but they are same term. So you will be writing 2 cosine alpha times cosine, right? Now, if you divide both sides by 2, let's say divide both sides by 2, what do you get here? This is getting half times cosine alpha plus beta plus cosine alpha minus beta equals to cosine alpha times, if you divide both sides by 2. And now look at the formula number 1 here. You see the formula number 1 here? That's exactly the same thing. Only the left side and right side are reversed. This equals to this, right? See, I don't want to spend a lot of time on deriving, but still I just wanted to make sure that nothing is new yet. Okay? So all these formulas are coming from that chapter, that section. So we are just adding 2 and then getting something and then writing. So you are just writing the same formulas again, but now we are saying that we have a product, because product means anything multiplied, right? One something times something. Anything multiplied, product to some form, because you know everything here is presented in terms of this plus this. Okay, so the product is represented in terms of sum, but nothing new here. Again, same formulas derived in a different form. All these 4 we are getting from section 5.2. We had 4 formulas there: cosine alpha plus beta, cosine alpha minus beta, sine alpha plus beta, sine alpha minus beta. We are just doing adding, subtraction, adding, subtracting those, and getting all these formulas there from there. All right, again, you don't have to memorize any of those. All the formulas are still here. And let's see, we probably have it in a. It should be here. Let me check. Do you see the formulas here? Not here. If not, I'll probably have to add a couple of more pages to the formula, because I want to give you all the access to all the formulas. They're not listed here, so I can give you the formulas, because we have the alphas and betas, alpha plus beta, but it's always hard to get you don't have to memorize the formulas. Now, again, these are some expression written as a product. You see here everything written as a product, right? Sine times cosine, sine times sine, and you can basically apply that formula. Let's try one of these. Let's try A, sine 2x times cosine 3x. Write it down and then we'll go back to the formula page and we can apply the formula from there. Okay, sine 2x times cosine 2x, and these are easy questions because when you will see something like this, you will have exactly one choice from the formula. The rest will be simple because as long as you know the formula, apply it, you will get the solution. So it's like a structured question. So here are the formulas. So we will choose the formula number, oops, not these ones. I'm going backward. Okay, so we are choosing the formula number 3 for this question, right? The sine 2x times cosine 3x. So for this one, alpha is 2x, right? And the beta is 3x. So the rest is simple because we just apply, we'll apply, and you see here, you just have one choice, so which is good. You don't have multiple options, which is option number, which is the formula number 3 here, right? That's the only option you have. Okay, these are some similar formulas, but doing the reverse. So now, if you have the sum, you can write the same expression into the product form. Look at this formula. In the left side, you have all the sums or difference. In the right side, everything is represented as a multiplication. I'm saying as a product, right? So let's see whether we can try some of this, because even if when you read the question, you will understand exactly what the question is asking. Let's try the B. From here, express each sum or difference as products. So let's try cosine 4x minus cosine twice x. Okay, let's see whether we can do this. I'll go back to the formula page so that you can apply the formula cosine 4x minus cosine 2x for this. But I assume these questions are easier because all you need to do is just apply into the formula, and your alpha and beta is straight because the alpha is 4x and the beta is 2x. So for cos 4x minus cos 2x, your option is straight, which is the last one, right? And here the alpha is 4x and beta is 2x. And if you notice that the right side, the formula is starting with the negative sign. Anyone has any problem with the question? Because the alpha and beta is like 4x and 6x, 2x. So you just directly know the alphas and betas, and when you apply it, see what you get. So here the alpha is 4x and then beta is 2x. And then if you apply the formula number 4 here, you will get negative 2 sine alpha plus beta, which is 4x plus 2x divided by 2 times sine 4x minus 2x divided by 2, which is 2 sine 3x times sine x. That's extremely simple. You just apply the formula and you'll get the answer. These questions, because the only thing is you have to understand what is the what formula you have to use, because in the test it will not be mentioned that this is from section 5.5. So all you need to know is what formula to use. The rest is simple. All right, so this might be an interesting question. Any idea, any clue how you get there? Look at the question, and the question is asking, verify the following identity. Now, how you can do it? Now, remember, look at the right side. If you look at the right side, again, I'm giving you the clue. Look at the right side. If you see in the right side, the numerator is sine 3x minus x. You can apply the formula for the product here, right? So you have a formula for the product here, which will be for the sine. Okay, now that will be the formula for sine 3x minus sine x, right? There is a formula for that, right? We just saw the formula for the, you will get a product for these. And there is another formula for cosine 3x plus cosine x. Okay, in terms of the product. When you have both two formulas applied, just divide this by this and see what you get. So just write the identity first, then we'll go back to that formula page so that you can see the formula, what to apply. Once you apply the formula and then do the division and see how you can come up with 10x. So in such questions, what you might see in MyMATLAB, because you cannot show you the steps, but what you might see is they will probably give you one side of the equation, either left side or the right side, and you have to choose the other side from the options you were given. But as I said before, at this point this is easy to us because we know the formulas for the sum and or product in terms of their sum and difference in terms of their product. But it was not easy earlier because we did not know anything like that before. Let's go back to the formula page. Okay, here we have the formulas. Now for sine 3x minus sine x, you probably will choose the formula number 2. And for cosine 3x plus cosine x, you will choose the formula number 3, right? Formula number 2 and formula number 3. So apply it and see what you get. And divide the first answer, I'm saying the first product by the second product, and then see whether you get the 10x. Alright, so let's check what we get here. Sine 3x minus sine x. And we're applying the formula number 2. So 2 sine, let's write it, so your alpha is 3x, beta is x, so it's going to be x here, and cos 2x here. I just directly did the math, so. And then for the cosine 3x plus cosine x, your alpha is 3x, beta is x, and you are applying the formula number 3, so it's 2 cosine 2x times cosine x, right? That's what you have right now. So now, if you divide, because this was in the denominator, the sine 3x minus sine x, so you'll be writing 2 sine x times cosine 2x, and in the denominator you will have 2 cosine 2x times cosine x. You see here the cosine x and cosine, the cosine 2x and cosine 2x and 2 and 2, they are getting cancelled, and then you will be left with only sine x by cos x, which is nothing but 10x. And that's how you prove your identity. Any question here? So this is another identity, and again, as I just mentioned, you again get it from the formula number, I think, 2 and formula number 4. Okay. So these are some examples here. So before we finish this chapter, we can try this one, because this is one of the other identity which is extremely similar to this one. All you need to do is just apply the formula for sine 3x minus sine 2x, which is the formula number 2, and apply the formula for cosine x minus cosine 3x, which is the formula number 4. very similar to this question. So, and after that we'll end this section, and then from tomorrow we'll discuss the last section of chapter 5, which is going to be section 5.5. And don't forget, we have all the homeworks pending for chapter 5, and for chapter 5 the quiz is due on next Monday night, which is 24th. So since you'll be spending some time on the quiz for the chapter 4, don't forget there is another quiz, which is quiz 3 for chapter 5, which is due on Monday night. And you have 5 submissions, 5 options of submission. So again, you can start with your right side. Let me go back to that original formula page and write down the equation. So this is so you don't have to do the numerator again, because that's the same numerator we have, just like the previous one. But the denominator is different at this time. So it's cosine 3x minus cosine 3x. So we'll be applying the formula number 4. Let's go back to the formula pages. Oops. See, I skipped a couple of questions here because all the questions are straight application of these formulas. Just apply the alpha and betas, and that's it. Nothing else. Compared to that, the identities were a little bit standard questions, so that's why I choose identities over those questions. Let's look at the formula number. Now you need the formula number 2 and 4.